You can continue from where you ended, leader.
Yeah, leader, as I was saying, looking at what is happening with the company, it is very clear that there are three groups of people we have in this company presently as we speak. We have referees. Referees are those who are blowing only bad game. They only want to see where the company maybe have one or two weaknesses, and they are not really working for the growth of the company. And we have the second group of people called the spectators. These are people who just bought their meters. They are just waiting for 30 days to get to the market and sell and go, and they don't care how the system functions. They just, any delay, they go about complaining. And we have those we call players. In this, approximately 1.5 million people and above, but we don't have up to 5 to 10% that are players. If every one of us become players, I think we are going to make the system change our lives and that of our families and the entire world. So our CEO has often said he cannot make us rich, but he has given us the tools that we can use to make ourselves rich. And all the updates that even God himself will not let us, that the tools we're given, we did not maximize them. So I want to encourage every leader on the call that it is time for us to recruit massively. Yes, recruit massively. And I want to seize this opportunity, appreciate our leader for his relentless effort every day. Every time you want to call him, he says his seminar, his training. I think we need to emulate your examples and see how we are into wonderful. So thank you so much for this initiative. And I think God will keep helping us to remain players, not referees and spectators. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, leader, for this wonderful contribution. I'm sure all of us have heard for ourselves. If you look at the statistics in 2022, PLCU Ochima met a series of millionaires and billionaires in Cameroon and Africa and the world at large. And the company is declaring that in 2023, they will make 25 X. That means 25 times what was done in 2022. We need to start asking ourselves the question, how do I become part of this 25X? And the secret is very simple. We need to align with the strategy of the company and to make sure that we are not spectators, but that we are full players, as the leader has already declared. And like I have said, my special all the team members this 2023 is for everybody to be trained how to trade PLCU X, trade PLCU for real cash. How we can be able to create our own Momo on daily basis and solve our daily financial problems without any hesitation. I am so pleased to see our Reverend Ayuk Mani in this call. Reverend, over to Yaoundé. You can unmute your mic and you share with us whatever contributions you have. You are welcome. Hello, leader. Pastor Ayuk, unmute your mic, and if you have something to tell us, you go ahead.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to our great leader, Dr. Amos. At least he's a man with a good heart, and he's a man whom God has passed through, at least to make many people become millionaire. Yeah, my little contribution goes at the level of love. Love. This morning, I was just meditating on the word love. John 3:16 that says, "For God so loved the world." The Bible didn't say, "For God told the world that I love the world." It said, "For God so loved the world." So what is all about that love? God did not tell the way I love the world. Rather, God demonstrated the word love. And I began to look at the word love, and I realized that there are so many things that are attached to that particular word love, or so many words that are synonym to the word love. Number one is sacrifice. For God so loved the world, he demonstrated the love by sacrificing his own son. How many of us are ready to sacrifice for the company? That is a big question. Just like our leader just from saying, we have the referee, those who are there just to see the shortcoming, and the spectators, some who have just bought their minta and just keep quiet and waiting at the end of the month to get their smart contract package, and that is all. I was talking to some few of my downline, and many of them, things are not working, things are not working. What is your effort you are putting into this company to see that the company should move forward? Yes, we all in one way or other might have made such complaint because we didn't understand the details about the business. But as time goes on, our leader began to tell us sometimes we call him and explain to us what this business entirely is all about. And we have been able to pick from there and move forward. And whether somebody is complaining or whether the business is down, it doesn't bother me because I've understood the mechanism and the system and the infrastructure that is built around this business. One, he has taught us about referral bonuses in the sense that iPhone 1, I do no longer depend on smart contract. Even if the company happens to disappear, I cannot say that to an extent I've not benefited. I've benefited. I sold my car. My leader encouraged me, Dr. Amos. Let me make the name clear to some of you that Dr. Amos encouraged me. He said, Reverend, it will be of what use you having debt. I was having a debt of 1.2 million 50 on my head. And I went to him to see how he can lend me money, 150,000. And he said, Reverend, I can give you this money. But the problem is, after making use of the money, what next? I do not just want to keep giving you the fish, but to teach you how to fish. And he said, what do you have? I said, for now, I've got just my car. He said, sell the car and get involved in the business. And to me, it was like a kind of scam. How can I sell my car? Oh my God, this is the same thing. But one thing I discovered about Dr. Amos is a man of faith. He has a lion heart. He's not afraid of anything, whether come rain, come sun, whether something is going to ban today or tomorrow, in as much as he has sold his heart and he believes that thing can work, he dies for it. And I key to that word. He said, Pastor, sell it. And they bought the car the same day the car was bought. And the aspect of the sacrifice goes in the direction that normally, I suppose if that money was going to be paid, it was going to be paid in February, which automatically I was going to miss the 60%. But he took the sacrifice, the love, and he decided to create an account for me before the expiring date of the 60%. What a sacrifice. That is a sacrifice which I'm trying to talk about. He took his own personal initiative and created the account. And he told me that by the time he get back to Yaoundé, he will feel it. And he was able to maintain his word, and he kept it to his word, and he filled the account. And from that January, February, March, I began to harvest. And in the month of May, I was able to get a new car. Is that not so? Is that not awesome? Is that not great? Is that not wonderful? What other kind of sacrifice do we expect from him? He holds seminars on daily basis, weekly basis, and he keeps encouraging us. What do you want to hear again? If this testimony alone cannot touch you, if this testimony alone cannot provoke you, then your witches will make you become a witch. Yes, you will not achieve any other thing. Your witches will instead make you become a witch. So what am I talking? I'm talking about the aspect of the sacrifice. I watch him traveling, crossing lake, crossing rivers in order to get into other suburbs, different villages. Those kind of sacrifice encourages me. I came to realize that it's not only a man that is just interested in getting people into the company in order for him either to make referral bonuses. No, but he wants other people to get what? To become rich. And not only that, I know of people that he has bought for them packs. He has filled the packs. Today, they are not even paid. What kind of sacrifice again? We have a leader. Who is a leader? Somebody that knows the way, somebody that can lead the way. And from his example, we have really seen that Dr. Amos is actually a leader. So please, sacrifice. That is the first synonym of the word love. God did not say, tell the world I love the world. In Ephesians 5, God did not say, husband, tell your wife, means sacrifice. If you are in a company, sacrifice for the company. The second synonym of the word love, it means give. Giving is a product from love. Love is not giving, but giving is a product. What are we actually giving to this company? Number one, you have to give your time. This is Zoom meeting that is going on. How many of us are giving our time? Many of us are busy. Many of us are occupied. Oh, I have this, I have that, I have that, I have that. And if you go to check, you realize that some are on their mobile phone watching irrelevant things. Example, TikTok. Example, VAT. Example, things that will not put food on their table, things that will not give money. But this is Zoom meeting going on. Instead of people to come and listen to our leaders, to get the update, to know what to do. No, it's none of their business. So, but tomorrow they will come to say that the company is not working, this and that. Whereas meetings like this help us to now understand the different mechanism we can do what apply in order to make more money. Not only referral bonuses. What about rank bonuses? What about you buying the coin when it is down and selling the coin? I listened to him some time ago. He talks about buying of the coin. I quite remember that was in the month of December. I was able to buy some people few coins of their PLCU Classic few coins, and immediately it skyrocketed to about, it moved to 320. I sold it and got my small benefit, and it was able to help me and my family. What are we saying? I'm a pastor, but how much does my pastoral give to me? I'm not saying the pastoral does not, to an extent, does not help me. It helps me. But God was not a fool to have created four rivers to flow in the Garden of Eden. There were four rivers. We call that four financial streams. If one river gets dry, Adam can manage the other three rivers. As a pastor, I cannot just solely depend on the ministry alone, because God wasn't a fool to have given Adam four rivers. And there was not, it wasn't only one tree that was in the garden. There were many trees. Why didn't God give Adam just one tree? He gave him many trees to tell you that we can create room for as many financial streams or stream. So my involvement in PLCU, it is one of the financial stream that God is helping me to be able to accumulate a bit of finance that can help buttress my financial status in my family. So what am I saying? Giving of your time, number one. Giving yourself. Go out. Share and publicize this business to others. Many people might see it as scam, but I came to realize it is not a scam, because cryptocurrency is in the Bible. If we read the story of Joseph, Pharaoh, and the 7 years of famine and the corn, we'll discover the corn in the book of Genesis nowadays is a coin that, unless is given to us to do what? To create, to freeze in, that does minting for us every day and monthly. That is a coin. The people planted, they harvested for 7 years, but there was another 7 years for famine. And after, when the 7 years was over, they collected everything and they ate the corn. They went to Joseph to get more corn. And Joseph said, buy. They bought this corn. What did they do? They ate it. They did not plant it. They did not freeze it. And in the course of eating, just like what some of us are doing, every little thing you get from your smart cutter, you swallow. You do not invest. Everything goes to your mouth. Everything. 12 years is nothing. In a twinkle of an eye, 12 years will be over. Now, after they have eaten the corn that they bought, yet they didn't have any money again to buy what the corn, they now came to Joseph, and Joseph said, give me your land. They gave their land, which from that day, from that time to today, the land has become a property of Pharaoh. That in Egypt, nobody owns a land. Every land in Egypt traditionally belongs to who? To the pharaohs. Now, after that, Pharaoh now gave them this land and then gave them corn and asked them to plant on that land. What is that farm? That farm is what we are buying in PLCU. The farm does not belong to you. It belongs to the company. Just like Pharaoh collected the land, then gave the people the land for them to take the corn and plant in the land. And every produce that they had, they needed to give Pharaoh 5%. But unless it's not collecting 5%, unless it's simply saying gas field 3%, what is that? So crypto is in the Bible. Number two, we are saying that scam. The more numbers we have in the church, the more money we make in the church to carry on many projects in the church. What are we saying? Some people say crypto is a scam because you are not versed with the scripture. You are not versed with the Bible. The more the members are increasing in the church, not that the church is all about to make money, but the church has many projects, take care of orphans, widows, the less privileged, build of school, to build church, to buy land, and to help the less privileged. But the more the number increases in the church, the more the money comes to be able to run this project. The same thing with the crypto, the company that Mr. Alex has established. It demands a lot of finance. It demands a lot of money. So not only our time, resources is also needed for the business. So that is a little. I just feel that.
Thank you so much,
out to this Zoom meeting.
Reverend, thank you so much, Thank you. This is powerful. It is showing that we are discovering that we have powerful leaders. We really need to program another very powerful Zoom meeting, and you come in. I'm sure this is wonderful. This is why we really need to be in our own house. This is why we really need to put things together and look at ourselves and see who can help us in which way. I am sure that all of us enjoyed what our Reverend has contributed, the testimony, and I can only ask you the question, who is next to give that kind of a testimony? Thank you very much. And this is so wonderful. The message was well passed. In the next call, I'm sure we'll really allocate enough time for you to give us this powerful knowledge, which we need so much. I will be calling on the Prince Venia. She has been very active in Douala. Prince Venia, are you in the house? Unmute your mic, and Princess, are you in the house?
Yes, are you getting me? I'm in the house. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be part of the Zoom meeting this afternoon. And I wish to say a very big thank you to our leader. I'm really like, the fire is burning on me. I don't even know what to say, where to begin from. But this is a great opportunity because I realize that you cannot be who you are if you don't wake up early in the morning to fund for yourself. And these two great people in my life, the CEO, our leader, Doctor, and my father that is there, Frederick. I don't know if he's in a Zoom meeting. I don't know. I really want to thank them especially because they opened my eyes. They opened my eyes to see very, very far, to shoot my stone very, very far. And I've been in this. I can say this is my. I can say since I've started the Zoom meetings, I can say I've been attending all the Zoom meetings, and our leader has been making sure that I don't miss any of the Zoom meeting. I really thank him so much, and I'm really building something in Douala. I'm really building something in Douala. I just hope that God should guide me, and our leader should guide me, plus everyone that is in this Zoom meeting to also guide me in anywhere I go wrong in the business, or maybe I don't know how to present myself. Then I will run to each and everyone, not only the leader, to everyone. So it's a really amazing thing. So I don't have anything to say, but to say that what our pastor said, Pastor, I really thank you because you said a very powerful message this afternoon, which I have picked a lot of things there. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Princess, for your courage and determination. We are so happy. We are seeing the fire that is burning there in Douala. We are very sure that we will be coming up with a very powerful team, and it is my place to make sure that we continue to light the fire. Nothing will stop it. It will only continue to grow. That said, like we said already, please The dashboard will be launched any moment from now, and it is 720%, the original max load, but with a single farm space, not double. That's the difference. It protects us from all the 10 different steps to get to freezing, and it brings us to a 3-step of which everything is already freeze. It helps us to be free from the hands of hackers, which is a very, very big advantage to make us to be very sure. And I am calling on all of you. What can only make me exhaust all what is in me is your availability. Let us all together, if you were in this Zoom call, when this Zoom call ends, whether we are programming another one on Monday or when, make sure that before that day, you have caused not less than 10 to 15 people to have a Zoom app and to be able to join our next Zoom meeting. And I will not fail to recommend the hard work of the trainers that are in the office in Bamenda. They are doing a wonderful, great job. You find them everywhere in the field. I would not fail to recognize the hard work of the technical team headed by Mr. Ndim Donat. He has been here from Yaoundé for almost 5 days today. He's putting everything in place, a computer engineer, to see to it that everything about us is in place. He is the one who has initiated the test Zoom meeting last night, who has initiated this particular Zoom meeting. He's putting a lot of things in place of the company for us to be able to enjoy. We have decided, and I in particular, with all your support, we will have an umbrella, and that umbrella is Modern Researchers Associate, making sure that we can never be dragged into mud, making sure that we do everything it takes as a research to see that where we are, there are hopes. So I am assuring all of you, please don't be a bystander. Let us all together put in our efforts. Let's make this a wonderful success. Let's make sure that we go out there like bees to make sure that something is happening. I will not also fail to thank most of the people who have traveled from Yaoundé, from Douala. They are here for some time for training, and we need to hear from them. I would like Mr. Booker, he's in the house, to greet us. If he has a word, he can give us a word. Mr. Booker, over to you. Just 2 minutes. Hello, Mr. Booker. 2 minutes.
Okay, hello, house.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ebo leader of Modern Researchers Cameroon. It is really a privilege to have a God-sent Messiah like you in Cameroon. I can't really stand for sure how many people I can give as a rescue people. But as an individual, I would say that I am 60% calm financially in my life. I must say that if you are financially free in your life, there is nothing else in it that will cause you a stress. And that is what Dr. Amos, the CEO, Mr. Alex, is doing. We thank you so much, Doctor, and we pray that God gives you the strength and the good health to continue in what you're doing until the vision is actually fulfilled. Thank you so much, sir, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Booker, for the wonderful contribution. We'll be rounding up. We have just 3 minutes. We'll be rounding up by making a clear call that we'll have a seminar at the Bamenda main office tomorrow at 1 p.m. on dot. Our seminars are 1 p.m. on dot. And please, if you have your prospects, try to help them to be part of the seminar tomorrow. And that will be doing everything possible to program another Zoom call on Monday. Start inviting so that the Zoom call on Monday should actually be much bigger than this one. And we will try to create enough time for us to be able to discuss a lot of burning issues. We know that by Monday, we will be already having, by God's grace, we may be having the new dashboard program functional. We'll have to demonstrate how it works. And please let all of us do everything to follow the 5-year segmented program, which is the swapping. And understand that with the dashboard project, you can only buy with USDTs, you can only buy with Bitcoins, you can only buy with USDC if you will get volume sales or you will get bonuses. Let us go out there, try to do something to make sure that we achieve this aim. By this, I will be coming to the end of this particular special call and apologizing to all of us about the poor sound quality. It is an aspect of network, but that Monday we should get ourselves well prepared. We shall diagnose a lot of things and we shall listen to all your worries. Come prepared to share with us the challenges that you are facing. Come prepared to enable where we can intervene. Thank you.